It is time for the Nebraska Dairy Update. I'm Chad Moyer. Today we get an update from Midwest Dairy, and Tracy Behnken with Midwest Dairy Nebraska Division joins us here today to talk about the Nebraska State Fair. And yes, Tracy, right? Dairy farmers do have a presence at the Nebraska State Fair, right?
Oh, yes, and we're excited to be there. Midwest Dairy provides sponsorship and takes the opportunity to bring dairy to unexpected places, which would be some portions of the state fair. Our goal really is to meet consumers where they're at and to share the sustainability nutrition story of dairy through different opportunities, especially at this year's state fair. We strive to increase the dairy presence to reach consumers, and then obviously to grow trust in dairy with a large variety of activations that we'll be doing at the state fair.
Yeah, well, let's talk about a few of those. We're going to talk about Nebraska's largest classroom. We're going to talk about some cooking demos that you're a part of. But let's start out with those very popular milking demonstrations that happen at State Fair. Tracy, tell us about those.
Yeah, if you haven't been down there, you gotta head to the cattle barn. They're called the Moo Crew. It's Don and Jane Esau, Roger and Barb Hendricks, and then Sue Bishop. They all take care of a string of dairy cattle that are on display for the whole 11 days of the fair. They have one cow from each of the 7 breeds on display. So if they're not milking them, you can go in and look at it. The cows are located in the northeast corner of the Tom Dinsdale Auto Cattle Barn. The Moo Crew over that 11 days has 52 milking demonstrations, so a lot. And the times include 11 a.m., 12:30, 2:30, 4:30, and 6:30 p.m. on all of the days except for Monday is 11 a.m. and 12:30 only. But they have an opportunity to have great dialogue with the consumers. The Moo Crew also has coupons for the ice cream parlor that they hand out with people that are engaging with them. And then with those coupons, it highlights the dairy story by having the scanned QR code on the back. And that leads them to the Undeniably Dairy site with more information about dairy sustainability and life on the farm. And then all of this takes place in the overhang on the east side of the cattle barn. Also, we have great sponsorship from Sam's. They provide cheese sticks that they deliver to those that are at those demonstrations. So they distribute those to them, and that's a great partnership that's lasted for quite a few years. And then to add to the demos, if you go inside to look at the dairy cattle display, you also have an opportunity to look through our booth, the Undeniably Dairy booth. And then there's several QR codes that you can scan in a variety of messages through posters and visuals, and of course dairy swag to help share the story of the sustainability story of dairy. So some opportunity to dive in more and learn more about dairy.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so that's one thing, the milking demonstrations. Now, it sounds like pork producers and dairy producers are teaming up for a cooking demo. Tell me about that.
Oh, yeah. Back by popular demand, we have Chef Nodder from Billy's Restaurant in Lincoln. If you've not watched him or been to the fair to see him, he does a great job of demonstrating. It'll be in the Raising Nebraska building. We've teamed up with Nebraska pork producers to highlight Nodder, Chef Nodder, and making deliciousness with dairy and pork. He'll be showing off his culinary skills the first Sunday on August 27th at noon, 1, and 3, and they're all hour-long segments. And then he'll be back the second weekend on Saturday the 2nd and Sunday the 3rd. There is plenty of samples to taste of dairy and pork, so make sure you get there for the samples as well.
All right, very good. And I love watching Chef Nodder as he works because it's kind of a comedy show, but it's also a progression of thought thing. It's just fun to watch him do his work. And then we also talked about Nebraska's largest classroom. What an opportunity to get in front of some youngsters, Tracy.
Yes, there is approximately 3,700 students that are registered to attend the Nebraska largest classroom during the days of the state fair. This is the highest number since 2017. There's 3 days that the event will be held, and we have Midwest dairy farmers and dairy ambassadors that will be at the dairy exhibit in the Raising Nebraska building, where they'll engage with these students and then share the sustainability story of dairy again, the nutrition story of dairy. The bonus is we have another great partner from Highland Dairy, and they will be providing fresh cold milk for all of the students that take part in the dairy presentation. So another special treat of dairy from a great partner with Midwest Dairy.
All right, very good. So again, 3 activities going on at Nebraska State Fair involving dairy farmers. And Tracy, thank you so much for telling us about it. Appreciate it much. Tracy Behnken, Midwest Dairy Nebraska Division, joins us on today's Nebraska Dairy Update. Chad Moyer reporting.